Hi, my name is Missimi. Today I'll be talking about how to grow on Instagram and how to get paid collabs, how to basically take pictures, what editing apps to use, what agencies you should contact. I occasionally post on YouTube, but I mostly post on Instagram. I have around 36K followers, which might be a lot for some people and might be less for some people. I would say you can start even if you have 1K followers. So, initially, to start gaining followers, you need to decide what genre of content you're planning to post, whether it would be fashion, whether it be fitness, whether you are planning to post makeup content or something educational. It can be literally anything depending on what you want to talk about, or you can just be a vlogger, whatever it might be. I didn't know if I wanted to post fashion content or if I wanted to post makeup specifically or just make vlogs, like relatable reels or something like that. And that sort of confused me because the main advice that you get when you start on make content creation is that you should pick a genre. In my case, now I have limited it to that's not me. Now I've limited to fashion, makeup, and lifestyle. When you first start posting, like the only crowd that will interact with it are people that are your friends or your family that are already following you. In case you have started a new account, then you can start by posting like 5 6 posts or reels, and then you can interact with other people in the same genre. For example, you are making fashion content, then you go to other fashion influencers or other fashion content creators that are making similar content, and you comment on their stuff. When you like stuff or like engage with them, follow them, talk to them, or like you can collaborate with them, this is going to help their audience also see you, or like they can also share your content, which will help you reach people without relying on Instagram algorithm, which is really random sometimes. Because a lot of content that has been well thought out does not blow up, and sometimes really random effortless content blows up. Blowing up would help you reach multiple people, obviously, and reels do help with that. But that would be a random section of people that might or might not like your content, or might not like you as a person. They might be there just to leave a few hate comments, and if something goes mainstream, you will receive hate. How do you earn from Instagram? There are 2 3 ways for you to earn on Instagram. First is that you do sponsored collabs with brands where they offer you products for barter, or they offer you products, they offer you products and they pay you for promoting it. Another thing is affiliate marketing, where they send you products or they give you a link that you need to share, and you get a commission for how much ever sales you make from that link. And another way is that you start selling on Instagram yourself, like you start your own small business or you sell your own stuff on Instagram. So these are some of the ways. Instagram did have real bonuses from, but from what I've heard, they have withdrawn that because they could not afford it anymore. Even from personal experience, when I was trying to get real bonuses, it was very unstable, it did not work out. A lot of people also complain about how they don't have friends to take their photos. Again, the tripod solution. If you're too shy to go and shoot in public, then you can start with indoor photos or indoor videos, and then you can slowly start shooting in public. That is what I did. You will like come across really different types of people when you shoot in public. You'll be surprised by how so many uncles and aunties are actually willing to help you when you shoot or to encourage you. And some people might be creepy and stare at you, but that might happen regardless of like you doing nothing, like even if you're not doing anything. Two apps that I would recommend when you are starting out with Instagram would be, one is a preview app, another is Lens Buddy. Preview because you can see what your feed would look like and arrange it accordingly, and Lens Buddy because if you don't have friends to take pictures of you, or you are not satisfied with the pictures that your friends take of you, then you can use Lens Buddy. It automatically takes pictures of you on self timer. You can set the settings according to how many pictures you want per second. What else? In case go, just go, bro. Just go. In case you're editing on your phone, then there are like so many free apps. You can use Snapseed, you can use VSCO, so much stuff. In case of videos, you can use Videoly. In short, Usually brands have their mails in their bios, or you can go to their website and you can go to the part where which says contact us or like something like that. Email them from there, where you talk about like, oh hello, I am from this area, I am this person, I am this age, I make this sort of content and I like your brand for this reason, and this is what I can do for you. Are you open for collaborations and stuff like that, and these are your commercials. If you're like willing to do barter collabs, then you can tell them that like you are willing to negotiate on that. Or if you only do paid collabs, then you can tell them that you will wait for paid opportunities. When you're starting out and when brands have not approached you yet, or you don't have enough followers, you can start out with your own products. For example, you can do a haul of stuff that you already have at home. You can style clothes that you already have. You make videos with skincare stuff you already have, or basically anything that you already have at home, and you can tag the brands that you own. And that is another way for them to notice you without them reaching out to you. Initially when I started, I did not approach brands myself. When you just post content, a lot of brands would approach you themselves in your DMs. When you start out, you'll mostly get barter collaborations, and you'll move on to paid ones in the future. If you make skincare content, then you can reach out to skincare brands and slightly see where you stand right now. For example, if you have like 100 followers or 50 followers, don't reach out to top skincare brands and expect them to send you free stuff. Like, look at what you can do for them. For example, if you are reaching out to a skincare brand that has like 100K followers and you have 50 followers, and you're telling them that you are going to promote their stuff, I don't think you're much of an help. You can message them and tell them that you can make content for their page for them to post. That would make more sense, because like that would utilize your skills more. One thing that you can do is that you can make a media kit. You can Google what a media kit is. It usually includes a basic introduction of yourself, how many followers you have, insights of your posts that have done well, and what you can do for that brand. And basically your commercials, how much you charge for a reel, how much you charge for a post, how much you charge for a story, and all that information. Or if you are working on YouTube, how much you would charge to make a YouTube video. So in case of Instagram, to start out, you would need some basic equipments, for example, a phone or a camera, which is a given thing. The higher quality, the better, but to be honest, you don't need the highest quality or the most expensive things when you start out, even though you can upgrade as time goes by. You can have a mic, for example, the one that I'm using. If you're planning to shoot YouTube videos where you're speaking, you can find a few mics under 1K on Amazon. A tripod is highly recommended if you are shooting content that involves yourself, or basically even if you're posting art or something like that. uh, if you can afford it. In case you can't, then you can use books to stack them up and keep your phone there on a mug, or you can keep it on a chair. Any flat surface usually works. Lighting really matters when you're trying to take pictures or making videos. It's preferable if you shoot during daylight, but in case you're shooting at night, then like it would be better if you have like all the equipments or like proper lighting. In my case, I used to use my table lamp, and it was pretty strong, so that worked. If you get a ring light or any sort of LED, that would be good. There are so many tutorials on YouTube about which lighting to use in India, and or Amazon light reviews and all of these things. It is not necessary for you to have studio lights the right when you begin. Usually from my experience, I have seen that lighting is the best during the morning or in evening. So a lot of people make this joke that you need an iPhone to post content, which is not really true. There are a lot of Androids also with great cameras. And initially when I started, I had a Redmi, and it had a decent camera, like it had an okay camera. After I got an iPhone, I was pretty grateful because like it did help me a lot. But before that also, I was making content. Like, you don't need to have everything to start. How much do followers matter when it comes to brands? Followers obviously do matter, like because you're categorized into different groups then, as like nano influencers or mega influencers or something like that, and you get paid according to that. But it also depends on brands. For example, a brand really likes your content, it does not matter how many followers you have. For example, there is a person with 100K followers and you have 10K followers, but the brand likes what you make more because of your editing style or whatever it might be, and that's why they reach out to you and they offer you a sum of money. Signing up with an agency really helps you with that. Initially, when I heard of agencies, I was kind of scared of them because I thought they would take over your profile and they would see your chats and all of these things, and your account is no longer be in your control. But that is not the case. You can discuss with your agency what exactly do you want from your profile. Usually, agencies pay you monthly, like at the month's end. Uh, they come up with campaigns and they offer you the brief along of like what you have to do with the campaign. And if you're not okay with certain things, you have to say no. You don't have to agree to everything brands say, because there are some brands that try to exploit smaller creators by either not paying them, giving them deadlines, or work that is too much for how much they are offering. I will list down some agencies that I know are valid. So one thing that agencies do is that they help you get paid more. When you as an individual negotiate with brands, brands are more likely to give you a lower quote than what they would if you are with an agency. But yeah, like there is no standardized rate for like, oh, this amount of followers, so this much money or something like that. It's really random. Like even if you have reached a certain amount of followers, even then different brands are going to pay you different things. In cases of small businesses, I think it's okay to accept barter collabs if you're okay with it, and if they're not too pressurizing that, oh, we need the content by this time, or they're not too demanding. Lot of people that I know that are creators are introverted and they are also shy. If you socialize, it really helps. I struggle with that a lot because I don't like going to events or meeting people or being friends with people based on their followers or something like that. I mean, obviously, networking is a skill and all of these things. You can be successful without socializing or going to events, but it will help you reach people that are doing the same work. If you want to have a personal account where you want to share photos only with your friends and family, and it's not for any sort of work, then you should not be that worried about followers, because that is not what you were looking for in the first place. And if you want to have a profile that is solely for work, or it's a mix of these things, then worrying about engagement that you get makes sense. But again, like, engagement isn't equal to the quality of work you're doing. There are a lot of people that I look up to or that I think have really amazing work that have lesser views than people that I don't look up to or think that they are making putting a lot of effort into their work. More views isn't equal to good content, because like there are people that blow up, there is content that blows up that isn't really something that most people respect. It just does because it was entertaining on different levels. I focused on my academics and then I was making content on the side. And a lot of people I know do that. And their parents are initially against it, but they start being more accepting as they start seeing this as a proper job, where they see that, oh, you can earn from this, you can earn recognition from this. A lot of people might not be okay with it because of privacy concerns or something like that. That is something that you need to discuss with your parents and reassure them in certain ways, or tell them why you're passionate about what you're doing and that there is actually scope. And if they don't agree, then you can manage two things at once, which is not very difficult if you don't become a full-time content creator. I mean, it is difficult, but you have, like, you don't get money randomly out of nowhere. Like, you have to work towards it or make some sacrifices.
Thanks for watching if you made it till here, and please subscribe to my channel because I guess you can tell from my voice that I'm dead tired from making this video. Also, let me know what else should I make, or if you have any other questions, I'll make a part 2. Thank you. Bye bye.